mind-blowing. But I love it. I want to not rush into this space, this conversation. I want people to understand the journey. So you leave. Where the story ended was you and PQ having a negotiation.
Yeah.
That's how we ended up into this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So what happens?
March 26th is my final day. 2019. March, honestly, March maybe 7th or 8th, they give me a contract based on all the things that we talked about that I wanted changed during my negotiations, but it doesn't reflect what I wanted. So I remember International Women's Day 2019, I handed back the contract. I didn't even go to work that day. Become a mjanja. I was like, meeting with my lawyer to go over the contract. But I was really celebrating International Women's Day with Google. Shout out Dorothy, I love you. And then I went back to work. And and then I went back to work and I said I can't accept this contract. So maybe, I'll send the clauses again as to what I wanted and put it in. Another clause that was so important to me was intellectual property. Because whatever you create, the employment contracts, whatever you create belongs to the company.
Yep, that's true.
And now I knew I was going into the space where I was going to create my own shows, like the podcast, what I was selling, and I wanted to own that. So yes, we are going to make revenue together in my ideal heaven. Yeah. But it's mine.
Yep. At the end of the day, I still own this.
It's mine. So there were clauses that I wanted amended. So March 26th, my last day, and I get another copy of the contract. It doesn't have one very important clause. And that clause said that if I didn't have the team that I wanted, by the way, I'd shortlisted people who Patrick had already interviewed. So I'd shortlisted Dr. Njoki Ngumi. I think she's an intelligent Kenyan. I wanted her to be a part of creating the content direction of the show. Roy, my 1FM person to do videography. I'd gotten somebody from agency who had studied digital to come on as to build a digital strategy for the show. So my clause said, if you don't hire these three people, I walk out and I don't serve notice. So we ended up putting that clause in. So people don't realize, March 26th was my last day. It was like a Thursday or something. So Friday I was not on air, because I was no longer an employee. We hadn't agreed. Yeah. We hadn't agreed. So then, my lawyer at the time, who was part of my management team at the time, came in, met the lawyer, the Radio Africa lawyer. I still remember that day because I was in ripped Dangari shorts. And I remember looking down and thinking, chick, this is so cool. Like, you're negotiating these big, important things and you've not changed your aesthetic. Like, you're just that girl. You're just that same girl. And I was so proud of that. I was just like, man, my dungarees. I'm here to see Patrick. Anyway, so we met the lawyer. She even laughed. She added the clause. It was negotiations. These things happen. I don't even take it personally.
She added the clause?
Yeah. Because I was not signing without that clause. And then, the HR was like, hey, we've never seen somebody do this.
She added the clause?
Yeah, because I was not signing without that clause.
Okay,
So then I signed. And then what happened? April went, I gave them a grace period. April went, they hadn't hired. No, I think April they did the interviews. Now they met the team that I had proposed. Because I said, I'm not only telling you, Ebu, hire for me these people. I'm even selecting for you brilliant Kenyans who I know who can do this job and do it well. And then May, they hadn't hired. So I think end of May, June. See, that clause allowed me to walk out. Wow. So I left. I still remember there was a heritage. What are those guys? there's like a family of Jamaican artists.
Morgan Heritage.
Yeah. I was going to say the ones who people say are Kenyans. They live here in Athi River.
No, it's Syokimau.
People, Lenny, I love your music.
You said Poleni because I know it.
So we went, I remember leaving and I knew I was done. I knew. Even my auntie Jenna told me, let me tell you, babe, the day you're done, you won't even tell anyone. You will know it. And that's what happened. So Friday, there was that concert. When I'm leaving, God bless my PC at the time, James, he was like, do you want tickets to now feeling guilty because I know what I'm going home to do. Do you want tickets to Morgan Heritage? I'm like, no, you know, I'm just so tired. I don't want to take freebies when I know I'm putting a fast one. So on the way home, I called Linda Onyango. So I told her, please organize, because I know she has a daughter. I told her, organize yourself. I'm about to pull the plug, which means you'll be called to do breakfast on Monday. Because Shafi, in fact, I waited until Shafi had traveled to the States to visit his daughter. I knew if I did it while he was here, they would not let him go. And he needed to go. So I waited until, okay, he's on the flight. Okay. Then I called Linda. I told Linda, Monday, organize yourself. Monday, you're probably doing breakfast. She's like, cool. I got home. I used my work email. I said, no, it's been great, blah, blah, blah. As per this clause, I'm allowed to do this. And then I sent. I logged out. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. In fact, I chatted my partner, Fal. I told him, oh, I've done it. I chatted my sisters, my best friend. I put my phone on, and another friend, and I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And I slept on my couch.
Let's take a break. Let's change the batteries. And do another 1 hour. We'll be back.